What is up, Eastern Oregon? This is Dodsey, and this is your sports show for Friday, May 3rd, 2024. This is all brought to you by Hobby Habit. Man, go see Joe and his team down there. 411 First Street. They have everything for your hobby needs. Magic the Gathering cards, STEM stuff for your kids, Traxxas RC cars, kendamas, puzzles, board games. Man, they got it going on at Hobby Habit just for the fun of it. We didn't have a morning show yesterday, so I figured I would do a sports show today. I got some stuff I want to talk about when it comes to local sports. EOU, LeGrand. Let's start it off with EOU Baseball. Man, okay, so their season's over. You know, Treadway comes in. He comes in last year. A couple games into the season. They have a rough season. Last year, they only won 3 games. Talk about a complete turnaround. Now, they didn't win the league. They didn't have like this awesome season. But when you compare it to last season, night and day. EOU Baseball won 16 games this year. That's 5 times as many games as they won last year. So when I talk about the overall performance this year for Coach Treadway and this EOU baseball team, I'm giving them an A. They went 16-34, which is like around .320 winning percentage. It's not great, but compared to last year, it's going like this. This team is just going to keep getting better and better. Treadway's recruiting the right kind of guys. I've talked to numerous players on the team, and they say that the chemistry in the dugout and the team culture is completely different. And that's what it takes to win. If you've been around baseball, you know. Culture is a huge thing in team sports. Not just baseball, all sports, you know. I am super proud of what this team and Coach Treadway have done this year and his staff. They've just revitalized my faith in EOU baseball. I'm a baseball dude. I love baseball. And this year just kind of got me back into loving baseball, especially at EOU. As far as the high school baseball team's concerned, they play Pendleton on the 7th. Over in Pendleton. Those games will be at 2 and 4. Those are going to be exciting games. They're really big for the standings in the GOL. I'm super excited. The softball team will play Mac High at 4 o'clock on the 6th, right here in LeGrand. That should be a fun game to watch. And then they're going to turn around and go to Vale on the 7th and play Vale at 5 o'clock. And then on the 10th, the softball team will have their rematch with Pendleton. A doubleheader over there, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Those are big games, as LeGrand and Pendleton are the top 2 teams in the GOL. They split their series. Those games are pretty much going to decide the GOL this year, and LeGrand's going to have to come out strong. I would say LeGrand, according to OSAA, which I don't really pay attention to, I think LeGrand's 5th in the state, but I'd say they're definitely a top 5 team. There's no doubt about it. Their pitching is consistent. They hit a lot of home runs. There's a lot of home runs in high school softball nowadays. It's crazy. I mean, I'm seeing where like Marty Anderson's hitting 3 in a series. They constantly have like a couple girls with a couple home runs. Carly Strand, Jocelyn Dodds hit a home run. Maddie Sieverts hit a handful of home runs. They hit the ball well and they pitch well. They have a really good shot at winning the GOL this year. Before I get away from LHS Sports, let's just talk about it again. Coach Parker McKinley of the baseball team, his son Cade, is battling cancer right now, and they started an Instagram page, and you can follow the journey there. It's Cade's CADES _courage _ on Instagram. Go follow. As of right now, they don't need anything. They just need prayers. The family has asked Jeff Robinson to kind of spearhead the PR, I guess is what we would call it. I mean, I don't know what else to call it, but Jeff Robinson is the family contact when it comes to anything like fundraising wise or whatever. But as of right now, all they're asking for is prayers. So please keep Cade in your prayers. And let's help him battle through this. Cancer sucks. The last thing I wanted to talk about today was EOU softball. What a season for these ladies. The conference tournament kicks off today, and you'll see EOU take on the winner of Carroll and College of Idaho. That's going to be a heck of a game. All the games in this tournament are going to be good. EOU finished the regular season 34-8 overall. They were 22-5 in the toughest conference in the country, the CCC. You got OIT at number 5, EOU at number 10, College of Idaho at 15, and Southern at 17. And just a powerhouse league. So for EOU to go 22-5, amazing season. Yesterday they announced the Cascade Collegiate Conference all-conference team. And I mean, I don't like to talk too much about whether or not people should have got all conference, because it's one of those things, you know, where I just don't do it a lot. But when I see something that needs to be pointed out, I'm going to point it out. And first of all, congratulations to Kaylee Hoskins. She was the CCC Pitcher of the Year and first team all conference. She should have been CCC Pitcher of the Year last year as well. She's just had another amazing season. Kylie Parsons, first team all conference as well. So the two-headed beast, EOU's top 2 pitchers, first team all conference, as they should be. They are both have, I mean, Kaylee is number 1 in the conference in ERA. Kylie's number 2. And they've had a heck of a year, both of them. The other first team all conference for EOU, Maddie Durham, the second baseman. She had a good year, solid year, and is very deserving. Second team all conference for EOU, Hannah Tyree at catcher. She should be first team. In my eyes, she's the best catcher in the conference. I think she was like in the top 20 in hitting. She hit like 328 on the season. She hit, I think, 4 home runs, but more importantly, just her defensive presence and the fact that she catches the 2 best pitchers in the whole conference. And that says a lot about her catching ability right there. And I think that it was dropped there. And I think that she should be the first team catcher, but she's second team all conference. Along with Addison Raborti, she's a second team all conference as well. The lone honorable mention for the EOU team was Caitlin Evans. She had a good year as well and is very deserving. There's a couple things I want to talk about, though. There was in my eyes, a huge snub, and I'm not just saying this because I'm biased, but Haley Tyree, Hannah Tyree's older sister, she's been on the show. She didn't get any all-conference at all. She led the conference in stolen bases in the conference season and outside of the conference season, and she hit over 300. And how do you not make first team? I don't like the fact that there was so many pitchers on first team and only 3 outfielders, and then on second team there was only 2 outfielders. Haley's a center fielder, and that's my lone big snub for EOU, is Haley Tyree, in my eyes, is an all-conference player. She had 2 game-winning hits against 2 top-ranked teams. Not to mention, she hit over 300. She had 28 stolen bases. I mean, what do you got to do to make all-conference in the outfield in this league? I don't like the way they have the position breakdowns. I think there was like 8 first-team pitchers. There should be 3 at the most. And 3 outfielders on the first team and 2 on the second team. Like, there's not even a whole outfield worth of outfielders on the second team on conference. And I just don't get that. So there's my snub. One of the things that I would like to see change when it comes to the CCC and the voting is that right there. There should be specific amounts of players from each position that make first team, second team, honorable mention. Another thing, congratulations to OIT's JC Siebert. Great year. Second team all-conference catcher. She's just solid. I mean, I would imagine she can play anywhere on the field. We've seen her play second base. I think we've seen her play outfield. And she catches. And I think last year she played second base, and they moved her back to catcher this year. But great year for JC. I will root for you always. She's a LeGrand graduate. We had a little, of course, during the season, I said, I didn't think OIT should be ranked as high as they were after they lost 6 games in the first week of the season. And I still believe that. But man, what a turnaround for that OIT team. They ended up coming back and winning the league, and they're just solid. Congratulations to them and JC. Another great year for you, and I'm proud of you. I know LeGrand's proud of you. It's really cool. Right now, we have 3 former LHS players in the CCC, and they're all on different teams. Carly Jensen is right here at EOU. She did a lot of pinch running this year. She's a freshman. Grace Neer is over at College of Idaho. She's in her 2nd year there, and she had a good year on the mound. And then you have JC Seaver at OIT, who is also a former Tiger. It's just cool to watch these ladies play against each other, and just the memories of taking pictures of them when they were in high school. It's pretty awesome. I'm always going to root for our Tigers. And I just kind of wanted to get that rant off of my chest about the CCC. I love the CCC. I think what Rob and Courtney are doing is amazing. I don't like the format of some of the way that all conferences are picked. I don't like the way that they vote for rankings at a national level, but hey, overall, the CCC is a great conference. Rob does a fantastic job, and I'm proud that EOU is a part of that conference. This is all brought to you by Hobby Habit, right here in town, 411 First Street. If you need anything hobby-wise, go check them out, just for the fun of it. That's all I got for you on a Friday, Eastern Oregon. I appreciate you. I'm Dodsey, and I'm out.